Welcome, I'm the Kaiju no Kami, and this is my quickie review of Arrow Season 7. Any show in its 7th season can be a trial. And boy, was this season a trial. Season 6 was pretty bad as it was, which was a shame because Season 5 was so good. Season 7... oh, so many misfires. And just like Flash Season 5, utterly boring. I mean, where do we even start? Okay, the first arc wasn't bad. At least the stuff with Oliver in prison, that was somewhat interesting. The final episode of him in prison was pretty badass, especially the way the camera work was done. In fact, the camera work was the best thing of Season 7. It was so well done. The fight choreography was excellent. Like I said, I just loved watching them when the camera in this one scene, like one character is running down here and the camera is following him and then it jumps upward for another character up there. Such great work. The season finale episode had this really cool camera work where the camera's like gliding across the battlefield, following the actions of everyone fighting, going back to another character, curving around as a character flies at it. It was really cool. Really well done. Nice job there. Everything else was pretty lackluster. The second arc, which brought in these new villains called the Ninth Circle, they were nothing impressive. In fact, this season dropped a lot of plot points. Like, we had Diaz was supposed to be in charge of the Quadrant, or remember Quadrant. Quadrant never made an appearance at all this season. We had the Longbow Hunters who showed up in like the first or second episode of the season. They didn't do anything. In fact, they just disappeared out of nowhere. They had no character development whatsoever. Then we had the Ninth Circle who were just kind of there. We had the wasted talents of Adrian Paul with a couple episodes and he did jack shit. Then we had the reveal of the Imposter Green Arrow. I'm trying to avoid a lot of spoilers here, but the Imposter Green Arrow, which was a repeated plot line and a boring one at that. Overall, it was just a mess of a series. Then we had these future flash forwards. Obviously, they're not flashbacks because they're in the future. That were... it jumped like 20 years in the future, I want to say. Is it 20 or... yeah, 20 years in the future. I'm going to guess that Lazarus is some type of bottled water at that point since everyone looks super young. Like, there was this one girl named Mia, and then we had future version of Oliver's son, who is supposed to be 14 years older than this girl. And this girl looked like they were maybe 2 years apart. That stuff was utterly boring. That was the worst part of the season for me. The problem with the flash forwards is that there's no way they could relate back to the present day aspect. So it just completely took away from it. Every time there was an episode that had a flash forward, I'm just like... okay, can we get back to the present day stuff? Because even though that's boring, that's more interesting than this. What kept me going during this season for not dropping it is the fact that Season 8 is the final season. It's 10 episodes, and that's the end of it. I can't wait to see the finale. And as I said in my Flash review, Crisis on Infinite Earths also kept me curious and just keeping me watching these shows because I'm about ready to drop them. They focus more on this generic, half-assed drama than actually being superhero shows. And at this point, it's boring. I watch superhero shows to watch superheroes be superheroes, not frickin' superheroes be mopey dicks to each other. Now, my favorite episodes of the season include the final episode of the prison arc, then this one episode, it was like a documentary-styled episode where the people were watching a video recording of the vigilantes as the police force. That was kind of cool. Other than that, this show was a bore fest. In fact, one cool thing with the season finale, despite being rushed, is if you were to stop it at a specific spot towards the end, that would be like the perfect series finale. So you could just stop it there and say, I'm done, I'm good, series over. And that would be that. Overall, I give Arrow Season 7 a 4 out of 10. Until next time, bye.